Right about now, though, my next guests are here to tell us about birth stories, some community screenings that's going to be taking place with regard to some videos that were done with regard to birthing. And my guest is Tammy Kremer, who's a coordinator, and Romana Peters, who is a participant in the video. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
So Tammy, tell us about birth stories. What's that all about?
Sure. So it's a project called Birth Stories of Trinidad and Tobago. Essentially, I got to travel this country and record interviews with mothers, midwives, doctors, doulas, other people that are stakeholders in birth.
Yes.
And so there's lots of different kinds of stories that have been included in the interviews, and they're rolling out over the next year. And they're all going to be online on YouTube and on Facebook under, you can just search Birth Stories of Trinidad and Tobago. And the idea is that it's going to reach women, families of childbearing age, families considering children, with information about what kinds of options they have in Trinidad and Tobago. And that's really one of the biggest findings that I really would love to drive home. Is the amount of options that are available that a lot of people don't know exist.
So where are you from originally?
So I'm from Los Angeles originally.
Yes.
I've been here since January. I'm on the Fulbright grant from the US.
And what made you want to choose Trinidad and Tobago to do this?
This is always the question. I love it. So it actually was the organizations here that I ended up partnering with that were interested in what I had to offer. So I was searching for organizations working in maternity to offer my media skills. I found Mama Toto Resource and Birth Center. I found the Trinidad and Tobago Association of Midwives, WMANTRA, Institute for Gender and Development Studies at UE. So all these organizations, contributed to the building of this whole project and have been along for the ride. So it was their support that really allowed me to choose Trinidad.
So you're a filmmaker,
yes,
from LA, but this was your topic that you were working on that
correct,
brought you here.
Yes.
All right, and that's how you met Romana, who's a participant.
Yes.
So Romana, does that mean you just gave birth to a bouncing baby, or how was it that you
over a year ago?
Yeah.
So I have two boys, right? And one is 3, one is 1. But it was, I think, when Tammy came to me, she's like, hey, I'm looking for persons who just have babies recently, just in the zone right now. And I think you're an ideal candidate. I'm like, Andy, hey, I'm up. And so I gave birth to my 2 boys, both at Mama Tutu.
Right.
And I did natural childbirth at Mama Tutu. And when she told me that, I was like, Tammy, I think this is so gearing because I think we're not getting persons the information that we need in terms of your options available. What do you have? And I'm not locally born here.
Yeah.
But I've been 10 years and I'm like, only the hospital? Let me just do a little Google online. And it's just an old clipping from maybe 2010 that I saw Mama Tutu. And that's how I ended up going to Mama Tutu.
So at Mama Toto, did you use the childbirth in water? Or
I had 2. The first one, I was not able to have the water birth. But with my second one, I was able to have a water birth. Yes.
And do you show some of this on your videos?
Yes, so it's all storytelling, so we don't actually see the water tub, unfortunately. But something else I would love to add is, in addition to the private options like Mama Tota, which is fantastic, in the public system, you can do a home birth through the public system, which is completely free to you with a pupil midwife, a senior midwife. So there's options like Mama Toto that can support natural birth even so, though the project represents other perspectives too, not just natural birth.
So what are you expecting to come out of this? I know you said you wanted people to know their options, but what is your end goal?
Yeah, so the end goal is really bringing together advocates that are working on birth to bring both information to the public and also to support advocacy for better conditions. There's really amazing work happening, also even in the Ministry of Health right now, really amazing work. And so it's a really exciting time to be involved in this work here.
And why did you choose to do this as a filmmaker?
I've been interested in birth for many years, and it fell to the sideline when I realized I'm an artist and I'm not midwife material. You would not want me to deliver your baby. So it kind of lay dormant for a long time, and when I was looking to apply for the Fulbright, fortunately, unfortunately, maternity is an issue with all kinds of complex challenges around the world, and some of it is location specific, and some of it is more global. So in terms of the location specifics, that's what I needed to learn once I got on the ground.
Okay. So
it's only because of Tammy then I'm thinking, hey, we could do actually home births in Trinidad and Tobago. So I actually didn't know that was an option.
So that's for baby number 3. So I think you might be on this video that we're about to show.
Yes.
So Tammy, you want to set it up? And I want to thank you for coming on the program. Thank you very much, Tammy Kremer and Romana Peters for the project Birth Stories. Set it up and take us through.
So what you're going to see is a teaser for the project. You're going to see lots of different voices. There are community screenings happening over the next few days. So you'll get a sense of that.
Okay.
There's a lot going on in Trinidad.
Don't study what all of these gurus on parenting and motherhood have to say about anything. Because everybody's experience is different. What works for you might not work for me. It is so not like it's in the movies.
Don't sprinkle roses and tulips now. I want the nitty-gritty. I want to know the reality.
We had been there for hours. I feel like this Amazon woman having to like give birth.
Maybe ask come on now. Induce me, do whatever you gotta do, just get a child out to me, okay?
You hear natural birth and you think in some haystack somewhere, right? And it was like the total opposite.
I had to realize that no, we are not having this baby. A woman is having this baby and she is the one to decide.
Pregnancy, they say, is not an illness, and so we don't approach it that way.
It comes back to so much of our other choices in life and so many things related to the agency we have concerning our bodies, you know, to just ask yourself, what do you want?
Supporting women's decisions and trusting women's instincts around the experience that they want to have and need to have is very important. You see this little individual coming forth and then they cry, joy.
To cut the navel string.
Oh gosh, you feel like a big man, eh?
A big man, yeah. And then the next time around to hold Felician actually, and you know, she just be attached to me.
Persons want to be heard, persons want to share their stories, but half the time they don't know who's willing to listen, right? And maybe if we, as we go through these different emotions, we share our stories with other people, at least empowers them to do the same for others. Like, you know, just to continue the cycle of just helping other women, really and truly.
What is the word I'm looking for? Sorry, pregnancy brain.